You wanted a deep dive into the reviews for Smile 2.
Buckle up.
Because this psychological horror flick is back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
And we're going to unpack whether it lives up to the hype.
Or just rehashes the scares.
Right.
Let's dissect what the critics are saying.
Yeah.
Do the scares still hold up in this sequel?
Okay, so for those who haven't seen it,
Yeah.
Smile 2 picks up after the events of the first film.
Okay.
We've got a new character this time.
Uh-huh.
Haunted by those
Right.
creepy, cursed smiles.
Yeah.
Trying to break free and uncover the origins of this whole nightmare.
Sounds familiar.
It does sound like familiar horror territory.
Yeah.
But the question is,
Mhm.
does it do anything new with it?
One thing that jumps out from the reviews is director Parker Finn.
Yeah.
He really messes with your mind.
I was reading that.
You know, that feeling when you can't trust what you see?
Right.
Like,
You question everything.
the critics are praising how Finn blurs the lines between reality and hallucination,
Yep.
making you question everything you see on screen.
Yeah.
It plays on our deepest fears.
It's scary.
That fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
The fear of losing our grip on reality.
Exactly.
It's unsettling.
Yeah, it's like
It is.
It's like he's reaching into your brain and turning the dials on what you perceive as real.
He is.
Okay,
And
no.
it's not just visuals either.
Really?
The reviews mention
Yeah.
the use of sound or the lack of it
Oh, wow.
to amp up the tension.
I love that.
Yeah.
So he uses the sound.
Exactly. To manipulate you.
The critics point out how he uses sound design to manipulate the audience.
Okay.
Sudden bursts of noise.
Right.
Unsettling silence.
Oh, yeah.
It keeps you on edge.
Yeah.
Even when nothing is happening on screen,
Right.
you're waiting for that next scare.
Right.
And that anticipation is what makes it so effective.
So you're just like
Whoa.
on the edge of your seat the whole time.
The whole time?
It's like he's playing a game with you.
He is.
It's like a cat and mouse game.
Yeah, just like waiting when the hammer's going to drop.
Yeah. And you never know when it's coming.
Now, what about the lead actress?
Oh, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
The critics seem to agree that she absolutely nails it.
They loved her performance.
They did.
Okay.
They say her performance is raw,
Uh-huh.
believable,
Right.
and completely captivating.
Wow.
You can really feel her character's fear
Yeah.
and desperation as she tries to escape this terrifying situation.
I bet.
It's like you're right there with her,
Oh, you too.
experiencing that descent into madness.
Now, that's what I call
It is.
a good horror performance.
Yeah, it takes real talent
Yeah.
to make you feel that level of fear.
Right. And speaking of the curse,
Yes.
the reviews mention that Smile 2 actually delves a
Deeper?
bit deeper into its origins.
Yeah, and that seems to be a big point of discussion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some critics appreciate that the film attempts to explore the mythology behind the cursed smiles, instead of just throwing jump scares at you.
Yeah.
It tries to give you a better understanding of what this evil force is all about,
Okay.
where it comes from,
Right.
and how it works.
So they're trying to give the horror a little bit more substance.
Yeah, they're going beyond the surface level scares
Yeah.
and trying to give it some depth.
Did the reviewers find any of the scares to be a little too familiar?
Well, there are definitely some criticisms about that.
Okay.
A few reviewers felt that some of the jump scares were predictable,
Ah.
things we've seen in other horror films.
So, like, they weren't very original.
Right, but even those critics admitted that the overall atmosphere of dread and the film's visual style were strong enough to compensate
Okay.
for any unoriginal scares.
So it sounds like
Yeah.
Smile 2 delivers on the creepy atmosphere and the psychological horror aspects,
does.
but it might rely on some tried and true horror tropes here and there.
Yeah, it's not reinventing the wheel,
Right.
but
Right.
it does offer a solid and effectively creepy experience,
Especially.
especially if you enjoyed the first Smile.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a good scare this Halloween season, Smile 2 might just be the ticket.
Yeah, I think so.
But what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah, is it the power of a smile?
Uh-huh.
Its ability to hide so much beneath the surface?
You tell me.
Is that what makes this concept so terrifying?
It's definitely unsettling.
It's just something to ponder.
Yeah, think about it.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because we never really know what lurks behind someone else's smile.
We don't?
Do we?
Nope. Good night, everybody.
Sweet dreams.
Don't let the smiles bite.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everybody.
See you, Ray.